So I was on retreat and I was having a really hard time the first couple of days of the meditation retreat. I was just really struggling. I was already teaching meditation at that point, and I think that actually contributed to it because, I just couldn't accept that it wasn't easy for me to be meditating. And I kept kind of like pushing all this advice on myself that I had shared with all these other people about meditation. And it's like, why can't you follow your own advice? And I was pulling out every single tool from my toolbox, every single guided meditation that I'd ever learned in the years that I'd been studying and teaching. And, it was kind of exhausting. And after a couple of days, I ran out. I got to the bottom of my toolkit and there wasn't anything there anymore. And I thought, what am I going to do for the next 5 days of meditation retreat? Because I'm out, and these meditations are really challenging for me, either falling asleep or just being anxious. And that's when I kind of bottomed out. That's when it started happening. This is often the case, right? This is so true, right? That when we run out of tools, that's when we need a new tool that a new one arrives, the new one, the one that we need for the coming chapter. So that's when I started experiencing my subtle body in a way that I hadn't before. The chakras, energy centers, the meridians or nadis, the rivers of energy, the currents that the energy flows along. And I had studied them for a bit as well, but or in different contexts as well. I had studied the energy body, but it was all kind of cerebral up to that point, to be honest. And on this retreat, I started finding, wow, this is real. This is real, happening in real time. There is energy in my body. And by turning toward that energy as my teacher, my mind stopped believing it had to basically invent a practice every time I sat down. The practice was already happening. All I had to do was turn toward it. And through turning toward it, not only did it solve this issue of what is my meditation object, what is my meditation technique, all that. Not only did it kind of take all that away, all of that kind of doubt away. Through turning inward, I learned an enormous amount about myself, and about this system that makes me up. When this system is in harmony, I'm feeling pretty healthy on all levels. When it's imbalanced, I'm feeling pretty unhealthy on all levels. And if I kind of continue in that direction, things that it's like a snowball effect, right? Things accumulate, and all sorts of things that maybe seem like disparate symptoms of all these different things going on in my life really all come back to an imbalance in this energy body. If I can address that, I start to come back over into that place of harmony. So I want to give you the opportunity to actually go on retreat with this stuff. This is the first time that I've taught it in a retreat setting. I've taught a lot of workshops about it. I've taught it a lot in private sessions, helping other people learn about their own energy body and turn toward it as their teacher. But I haven't yet actually brought it back to the setting that I made the discovery in. My retreat will not just be meditation. We will meditate, for sure. But we will also be doing movement and study, so that you come back with really solid tools for integrating all of this into your life, right? So you have to start with the retreat where you have these deep realizations. where you learn not just here, but all the way through your system what you're made of. And then you're going to go back and apply. Okay? You're going to go back and be able to integrate all of this into your daily practice. And you're going to end up with a much deeper understanding of how yoga works, how any spiritual practice that you're doing works. And you're going to be walking around with these really profound gurus inside. You already are, but you're going to be walking around with access to these really profound gurus inside.